nuptial hour draws on apace, for happy days bring in another moon. But oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires, like to a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night, and 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, will behold the night of our solemnities.
Go, Philostrata, stir up the Athenian youth to merriments, awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Hippolyta, I woo thee with my sword, one thy love doing thee injuries, but I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelry.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I, complaint with my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My good lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. Oh, my gracious duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, hast given her rhymes, and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung with feigning voice verses of feigning love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy with bracelets of thy hair, rings, gauds, conceits, knacks, trifles, nosegays, sweetmeats, messengers of strong prevailment in unhardened youth. With cunning thou hast filched my daughter's heart, and turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. Oh, my gracious duke, be it so that she will not consent here before your grace to marry with Demetrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law, immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you your father should be as a god, one who composed your beauties, yea, and one to whom you are but as a form in wax. By him imprinted, and within his power, to leave the figure or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked but with mine eyes.
Rather your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not why by power I made bold. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Know of your youth. Examine well your blood, whether if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. For I to be in shady cloister mewed, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold, fruitless moon.
So I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I'll yield my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose my unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause. And before the next new moon, the sealing day, twixt my love and me, for everlasting bond of fellowship, on that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as you would, or on Diana's altar to protest for austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia and Lysander. Yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, 'tis true he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him. She is mine, and all my right of her I do estate to Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. I am beloved to beauteous Hermia, which is more than all these boasts can be. Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Nadar's daughter Helena, and she, sweet lady, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess, I have heard so much, and thought with Demetrius to have spoke thereof. But being overfilled with self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and Aegeus, you shall go with me. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may extenuate, to death or to a vow of single life.
Come, my Hippolyta.
What cheer, my love? Demetrius, Aegeus, go along.
Duty and desire we follow.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain which I could well beteem the tempest of mine eyes.
Ay me. For aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth, but either it was different in blood.
Oh, cross too high to be enthralled, too low.
Or else misgrafted in respective years.
Oh, spite too old to be engaged, too young.
Or maybe it stood upon the choice of friends.
Oh, hell to choose love by another's eyes.
Or if there were a sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the collied night that in a spleam unfolds both heaven and earth, and ere a man hath the power to say, behold! The jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick, bright things come to confusion.
If then true lovers have ever been crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our trial patience, for it is a customary cross. As due to thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancies followers.
A good persuasion, therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widowed aunt, a dowager, a great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her home, remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night. In the wood, a league without the town, there will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by the best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus's doves, by which knitted souls and prosperous loves, and by the fire which burned the Carthage queen, when the false Trojan in her sail was seen, by all the vows of her men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke. In that place thou hast appointed me. Truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helen.
Godspeed, fair Helena, whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair, oh happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue's sweet air more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear, when weed is green, when hawthorn buds appear. Sickness is catching, oh, were favor so. Yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye, my tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being mated, the rest I'd give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate it, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His fault, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself shall fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then in what grace of my love do dwell, that he hath turned a heaven unto a hell.
Helen, to you our minds we unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage on the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl and bladed grass, a time that lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates we devise to steal.
And in the woods where often you and I, upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsels sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes, to meet new friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee, thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander, we must starve our sight, from lovers' food till morrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dealt on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. And as he errs doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities. Things base and vile, holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Nor hath love's mind of any judgment taste, wings and no eyes, figure unheedy haste. And therefore is love said to be a child, for in choice he is so oft beguiled. As waggish boys in game themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hailsome heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have any thanks, it is a dear expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain to have his sight thither and back again.
There's all our company here. You were best to call them generally man by man according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name thought fit through all of Athens to play at our interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day at night.
Good, Peter Quince. First, say what the play treats on, and then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, Anna Mary. Now, read the names of the actors from the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you, Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready. Name what part I am for, and proceed.
Nick Bottom, you will sit down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
Oh, a lover that kills himself most gallant for love.
That will call for some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure to the rest. Yet, my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play Hercules rarely, or a part to tear a cat in, to make all split. The raging rocks, the shivering shocks, shall break the locks of prison gates, and Philebus' car shall shine from far, and make and mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Oh. Now, name the rest of the play.
Francis.
This Hercules' vein, a tyrant's vein. A lover is more condoling.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
Oh, what is Thisbe?
A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, Wraith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard.
That's all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I will speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe, Thisbe. Ah, Pyramus, my lover dear, thy lady dear, and Thisbe dear.
No, you must play Pyramus, and Flute, you Thisbe.
We'll proceed.
Robin Starveling the tailor.
Here, Peter Quinn.
Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout the tinker.
Here.
You, Pyramus's father, myself, Thisbe's father, and Snug the joiner, you the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it to me, for I am slow of
Speech?
Study.
Oh, you may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. No, I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly. You'd fright the Duchess and the ladies that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us every mother's son.
Well, I grant you, friends, if we should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion than but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice, so that I will roar as gentle as any sucking dove. I will roar as 'twere any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man as one shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely, gentle, man-like man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard way best to play it in?
Oh, why, what you will.
I will discharge it in either your straw-colored beard, your orange and tawny-colored beard, your purple and grain beard, or your French crown-colored beard. Your perfect yellow.
Some of your French crowns have no hair at all, and then you shall play bad-faced. But that's this. Here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to call them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace wood, a mile without the town, by moonlight. There will we rehearse. For if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company, and our devices known. Meanwhile, I shall draw up a bill of properties, such as our play wants. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains. Be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Enough. Hold or cut those strings.
How now, spirits? Whither wander you? Over hill, over dale, through brush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere.
And I serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green. The cowslips tall her pensioners be, in gold coats spots you see. Those be rubies fairy favors, in their freckles live their savors.
I must go seek some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, Elva's spirits, I'll be gone. Our queen and all her elves come here now.
To king thus keeps us revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within sight. For Oberon is passing fell in wrath, that she, as her attendant, has a lovely boy, stolen from the Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would have the child, night to train to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loving boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in Grover Green by fountain clear, spangled starlight sheen. But they do square, and all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistaketh your shape in making quite, or else you are that sure native sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are you not he who frights the maidens in the villagery?
And those that hobgoblin call you, in sweet puck you do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are you not he?
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I just don't want to make him smile when I, a fat and beef-fed horse beguile, nay, like it to a filly foal. Sometimes lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in very likeness of a roasted crab. And when she drinks against her lips, I vomit on her with her dewlaps pour the ale. The wise satire a sod's tale. Sometimes for clear-legged still mistakes me. Then I slip from her bum, down topples she, and Taylor cries, and falls into a cough. And then the whole choir holds their hips and laughs. Waxing in the mirth, nears and swear, a merry hour was never wasted there. But, room fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here, my mistress, would that he were gone.
Ill met my moonlight brow, Titania.
What? Jealous, Oberon? Fairy, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am not I thy lord?
Well, then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin sat all day playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here? Come from the farthest steep of India, but for that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskinned mistress and warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded, and you, come to bring their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing that I know of thy love to Theseus?
Oh, these are the forgeries of jealousy. And never, since the middle summer spring, met we on hill, in dale, forest, or mead, by painted fountain or by rushy brook, or in the deepest margins of the sea, to dance our ringlets in the whistling wind. But with thy brawls, thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore, the winds, piping to us in vain, as if revenge has sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which falling in the land hath every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. The ox hath therefore left his yoke in vain, the plowman lost his sweat, and the green cord rotted ere his youth attained a beard. The human mortals want their winter here. No night is now with him or carol blessed. Therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air that rheumatic diseases do abound. And it is with these progenies of evils that come from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parent and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why must Titania cross her, Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Oh, set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance until Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dance in our round and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Oh, not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies away. We will chide down right if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. Gentle puck, come hither. Thou rememberest since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed, a certain aim he took at a young vestal throned by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. But I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperial votress pass it on in maiden meditation fancy free. Yet marked I, where the bolt of Cupid fell, it fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and the maidens called it love and idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it, on sleeping eyelids laid, will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again, ere the Leviathan can swim a league! Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it on lion or bull, or wolf or bull, meddling monkey or busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can do it with another herb, I'll make her render up her babe to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? One I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they'd stolen under this wood, and here am I, wood within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is as true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather do I not in plainest truth tell you that I do not, nor cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, it's Demetrius. The more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as a spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave as unworthy as I am to follow you. What worser place can I beg in your love than in a place of higher respect to me than to be used as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I look on thee.
I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impede your modesty too much, to leave this city and commit yourself in the arms of one that loves you not, to trust in the opportunity of night, and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that it is not the night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I am not in the night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company for you. In my respect are all the world. But how can it be said I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest have not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story will be changed. Apollo flies and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin, the mild hind makes speed to catch the tiger. Foolish speed when cowardice pursues and valor flies.
I'll not stay thy questions, let me go! Or if thou follows, do not believe, but I will do thee mischief in the wood.
I in the temple, the town, the fields, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius, your robes do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed and we're not made to woo. Follow thee, make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, then. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, white over-canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enameled skin, weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. But with the juice of these, I'll streak her eyes and fill her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garment he hath on. Affect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And meet me here again ere the cock do crow.
Come, now a roundel and a fairy song. Then, for the third part of a minute, hence. One to kill the cankers in the musk rose buds. One to war with Reremis for their leathern wings to make my small elves' coats. And one to keep back the clamorous owl that nightly hoots and wonders at our quaint spirits. Sing me now asleep, then to your offices and let me rest.
Spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs be not seen. Newts and blind worms do no wrong. Come not near our